Welcome to this very special conversation with the Union Minister of Surface Transport and Shipping, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. Mr. Gadkari, thank you for speaking with Mirror now. It's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. We're entering May, which means 3 years since you took office. You started with a very ambitious target of 40 kilometers of road per day. You've achieved about half of that at 22 kilometers of road per day, which is still double what the previous government had achieved. What is your aim going forward? In the remaining 2 years, how are you going to make up for that difference?
Actually, when I was taken charge as a minister, the road construction comes to 2 kilometers per day. Next year it was 18 kilometers, and end of this year now, up to the March, it was 23 kilometers per day. Actually, it is the highest. As far as the track record is concerned, this is the highest record. For last year, we have awarded 10,000 kilometer road construction, and this time it is a world record. We awarded 16,800 kilometer, and I am confident that the next end of March we will be 40 kilometer per day. For 40 kilometer per day was our target. It was not commitment. Anywhere in the examination, you always give to your boys that you should have 90% of the mark should come into the merit, but when he passed with more than 75%, it is also gradable. So the target is for 40 kilometer per day, but definitely because of the target, the way in which we are working, I am confident that in next year, March of end, we will complete this and we will be 40 kilometer per day.
I mean, for those of us in Maharashtra, you will always be known for the Mumbai-Pune Expressway, and you now have the new Eastern Peripheral Expressway as well. I understand you've given that team as well the teacup challenge, that the road should be absolutely smooth.
Actually, this road is the first express highway in the country, and it is bigger than Mumbai-Pune Express Highway. We are spending 12 lakh ton of cement on a single project, and huge work is going on. The 16-meter paver imported from Germany, they are working, 8 pavers are working on that road. So the target given by the Prime Minister to us, that completed within 400 days. With lot of problems, litigation, land acquisition problem, environment forest problem. By facing all the problems today, we are in position to complete before 15 August. We are trying for that. It's a target. And probably the days will be, as per appointment date is concerned, it will be less than 500 days probably, but it is estimate. So this is also a record break work. This is the first express highway of the country. Second express highway is already we have started working on Vijayawada, Amravati, Andhra Pradesh capital. That is also access control express highway, already work has started. Third is the Mumbai-Vadodara. That is, we are going to start it for this within 3 months. The cost of the project is 44,000.
What is the timeline for Mumbai-Vadodara?
It will start within a 3 month. It will time period for 2 years for the completing that project.
I want you to explain to our audience your teacup challenge, which I know you used also for Mumbai-Pune, and why can't we have that challenge on all roads?
In Mumbai-Pune highway, when the project was completed, in a Mercedes car with the 2 chairmen of the construction company, I was with them, who construct that road. And I was telling them that I will take tea from my thermos with the speed of 160 kilometer. And at the time when the car was on 160 kilometer, I just opened that thermos mouth and just take the tea into the cup. And the gradient was so perfect that I easily take the tea. So that was the test. Again, I want to do that test on Easterly bypass, and I am confident that we will be succeeding, because technically our project design well planned, and we are very much committed for the quality. We want to reduce the cost of construction, and every time we want to increase the quality of construction. So that is the basic mission behind it. Actually, in Mumbai-Pune Express Highway, the tender which was received at that time by MSRDC, the cost was 3,600 crore. I am talking about 96, 97. Probably today this cost may be come into the 15,000 crore. And we will complete, at that time we completed that project with the cost of 1,600 crore. 2,000 crore saving.
You're bringing in a lot of private partnerships, and you're coming up with innovations to bring in private partnerships. But at the same time, there's a call right now for toll-free Maharashtra, which was in also the BJP manifesto in 2014. How does that work? How do you then, isn't that contradictory?
Already in NHI also we have cancelled more than 67 tolls. The small project, 100 project less than 100 crores. But to be frankly and fairly speaking, if you want good services, you have to pay for it, because we don't have that much budget for that. Otherwise, we will not construct the road. If we are some private people, private investor, the bankers, if they are going to invest in it, we have to give them returns, reasonable returns. If you want to purchase a car, cash payment in the market, it will get a good price to you. But when you are paying the price up to 10 years, 8 years, you have to pay the interest cost.
So toll-free Maharashtra is not possible if we want good services?
For the big road, it's not possible.
Not possible.
If you want to toll-free, you have to pay to the contractor as per the contract. Whether you have got that much money or not, it is the problem related to the state government. They have to take the decision.
I must also ask you about Dwarka Expressway. 90,000 families are still waiting to be able to move into their houses. You promised in August that the NHAI would take over, but there's still
land acquisition is going on. Within 3 months, we will start the program.
It hasn't been notified by the NHAI. There are a couple of roads that still haven't been notified.
Already the Dwarka Express Highway, we have some problem of land acquisition with the Delhi state government. But already the problems have been solved, and we will start it within 2-3 months.
The other question I must ask you is about safety on our highways. In the last, in 2015, 1.5 lakh people have died in road accidents. Now, I know that you are working on some things, but there's still a need for dividers on a lot of our roads. There are dark spots in some roads. Animal crossing is a huge problem. What are we doing to solve those issues?
First of all, I accepted that this is one of the black spot in my ministry, and I also accept that whatever we are trying our level best, but we are not achieving. Every year 5 lakhs accidents and 1,50,000 deaths. And the basic reason is for road engineering. Black spots are there. Somewhere we need underpass, flyovers. Somewhere automobile problems are there. Somewhere driving problems are there. Somewhere other problems are also there. So the first thing, we have already taken decision to identify 786 black spots, and we are spending 11,000 crores on that. And now for the future in new road construction, we are already implementing the project in the way with comparing with the international standards. Crash barriers, traffic signal systems, road marking, and we are taking all preventive measures. If the underpass is essential, we will do it. I don't blame anybody. In previous government, because of economic viability, they drop flyover, they drop underpass, and that was the big blunder mistakes where we are facing the problems for that. I don't blame the old government for that. Now it is our duty to rectify the things, and we are already working on war footing on this level. Within 2 years, I am confident that we will save the life of 50% of the people. So it's a big task. Even my priority is more for saving the life of the people than the road construction in maximum kilometer of road construction. We are trying for that. I am very sensitive about it. We are very working fast on it. Now we have already, Parliament has passed the new Motor Vehicle Act, and Rajya Sabha is probably next session we will clear that. And we are working on it. We are now, after that, there will be great reform in transport sector. There will be driving training institutes, and we want to make it totally related with the eGovernance. So in future, we will be in position to save the life of the people.
To save lives of people, of course, there was Supreme Court decision that came in to ban all liquor, sale on either side of highways. Do you believe that was in the right direction? Is it helping saving lives of people? I feel
that ultimately this is a decision of the court. It will be not appropriate for me to make any comments on it. But sometime we are banning roadside development for 5 meter. We are not allowing the riverside development. Somewhere we are not allowing the seaside, coastal area. Somewhere forest is there. Somewhere the gardens are there. Some of the lakes are there. Then how we can develop tourism? How we can develop hotels? How we can develop resorts? And suppose this is not a way. If anyone want to drink, if the 500 meter is not available, he go 1000 meter. Somewhere he go and he will drink. So he have to change his mind. and this decision is creating a lot of problems, complications in the system, but it is ultimately the decision of the court. But where I feel that it is the time for the country to think about, everywhere the court has taken a decision, you start this center, you stop this, you work this, whatever the work is where the government is responsible for that. If the court is now in the role of government, how we can function, and is it good for the democracy? Already in our constitution everything is explained very in detail, that what the rights, duties and responsibility of the judiciary, what the right, duties and responsibility of the government, executive wing and legislative wing and the media. These are the four pillars on which our democracy is there. I feel that everyone should take decision in the limit of which the constitution has given permission for them.
So you think this will come in the way of actual of the businesses of highways?
So you understand, one of the court had taken a decision, for the farmers loan, write off all the loans, but there is no money in the budget. The financial budget is the right of the assembly, parliament. We have to pass the budget. They should have that much amount for that. How it can be possible? How we can implement it?
There is also, because of the Supreme Court ruling now, a lot of the highways are being re-notified as district roads or city roads. Again, that will change the management of those highways. That was up till now being looked after by the NHAI.
As my department, we are not changing anything, not a single kilometer. But I am telling you, in the small cities there is old NHs there. We have formulated a scheme that from central government, our ministry, we will construct flyover, we will make that road 4-lane cement concrete road, and then we will hand over it to the corporation of the state government. In that scheme, I was planned to make expenditure of 40,000 crore. And today by this decision, I cannot improve that roads, because my mandate is only for road construction of the NH roads. If they change it, how I can make my expenditure on it?
Mumbai, Goa, there are a lot of cities that are considering changing those roads and making them corporation roads. They won't be maintained also.
So there is a problem. So there is a problem. Now in many cities in Maharashtra, I have taken a decision to make flyover, concrete roads, because as a federal government, I can make that expenditure. That corporation don't have money. State government is not in position to give them that much grants. In a position, I formulate at the minister that scheme, and that scheme is sanctioned in the budget now, and I try to, at least my planning for expenditure for this scheme of 40,000 crore, and now because of this all the problems are there. Then you understand that who is going to make that flyovers in the cities, old cities? Who is going to make concrete road, 4-lane road in the city?
Since we're talking about who maintains our roads, the problem in most of our cities is the multiplicity of authorities. There will be a PWD road, a central PWD road, a corporation road, and a lot of times between those authorities the roads don't get managed there. No, is there a possibility at your level to bring in a solution? Delhi, for example, has a huge problem with these things.
No, this will never happen. Actually, the municipal corporation road, the municipal corporation is responsible. For the village connectivity, the state government is responsible. The district road, there is a gradation. State roads, NH highway, NHI, express highways, and these are different type of road. Problem is not with the why this problem of maintenance is there, because now this is the time for the country to construct cement concrete road. Is there any problem in Mumbai Pune express highway? No, because at 96-97 when I was minister, we constructed that road with the cement concrete. At that time there was a big dispute. Some of the people was telling me that you should make bitumen road. Some of the people was telling you should make concrete road. I taken it, no, we will go for the concrete. And today people are happy.
I also know that you're working on safety on all our roads. For example, children who sit on motorcycles without wearing helmets, not wearing seat belts right now, those regulations of safety for children in school buses that don't exist. A lot of that is also coming in. Will there also be perhaps a regularization of speed breakers? We lose lives on an annual basis.
Speed breaker is not the solution. We have to use some modern technologies. Otherwise, because of these speed breakers, we are increasing the business of doctors. It's not good for the health. Somewhere there are a lot of problems are there. But we are now finding out the solution by which some different type of things are there, innovative, of world standard, and we will implement that will solve the problem.
I know that your ministry deliberated on the Mumbai coastal road for a while. You took your time in giving the approval. Do you believe the coastal road is the solution for Mumbai's traffic, or do you think the waterway to the Port Trust Road would be the solution?
No, first of all, Mumbai need water transport. That is very important. But I never understand the mentality of some of the microscopic minority in Mumbai and decision of the court. Now I have purchased one bus which is running on water and running on road. From Nariman Point to Malabar Hill, I cannot make road for that because the committee is appointed by the High Court and that committee is not giving me the permission. If you want to weigh waterway, there are a lot of environment, forest, environment ministry's clearances. The government is working from last many years and everywhere there is a negative approach. How it can be possible? And Mumbai is a big problem now, traffic jam is there. Water transport is the important solution. Now for the new airport, I am planning that from BPT we will make a waterways going to the airport. So that can be possible. Even we are making big terminal, cruise terminal on BPT by spending 800 crores on that, by which already we have received 80 cruise. So we want to start the water transport from Mumbai to Ratnagiri, Mumbai to we are start Bhaucha Dhakka. From there we are starting Ro-Ro services by taking 150 cars, 25-35 trucks or buses, taking it within 14 minutes to Neral from Bhaucha Dhakka to we can go up to Manwa to Mumbai Goa road connectivity. So this can be new innovation which we need.
So the coastal road project is a very expensive project. It involves tunneling underwater. Would you believe that waterway would have been a better, faster way to do it?
It's a task with the state government and the Mumbai Corporation. My best wishes with them. I don't have any comments on it.
You don't have any comments on that. I also must ask you, since we're talking about the Port Trust Road, you have a plan to build competition for the Burj Khalifa on the Port Trust Road.
Well, the planning is not only Burj Khalifa, that is not the only thing. 3 times more than Marine Drive, we are making the roads there. I just visited in Singapore a garden, glass dome was there. Something, the green area, the gardens, landscaping, trees, where Mumbaikar can take oxygen from it. We have to improve the environment. We have to reduce the pollution, water pollution, air pollution. And we are not giving a single square feet of land to any private builder.
Okay.
We will develop on our own.
So the Burj Khalifa will be developed by your
ministry? We are trying, our policies now pending with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Okay. After the clearance from them, we will do it.
There was a lot of debate about whether that land should be used for affordable housing because Mumbai needs.
No, I am not giving that.
You are not giving.
Not at all.
Okay.
That is not my mandate. It's a port land. I want to develop that land, green area, gardens, for only taking oxygen, taking good air, a good environment to the people of Mumbai, and that is a Mumbaikar. That is my highest priority.
You also mentioned the fact that that land will technically make the Port Trust the richest landlord in Mumbai. Will they be, if you don't give it to a private developer, but will there be private, people selling food, a mall, some sort of entertainment?
The land, that whatever the planning for hotels and then the convention center, then for malls and water, hotel, restaurant, everything, that we will plan it and we will give it on the by tender process, leads to many people. But we don't want to give any land to builder and developer unnecessary. I don't want to create more criticism, and why I am working with a good intention, honest intention, with a transparency. Why I should invite all the thing on me? I am not going to do it.
This is a topic that's close to me personally that I must ask you about. Safety for women on highways. After what happened during the Jat reservation protest, where it has been established now that there were mass rapes that happened on that road, is there anything being done within your ministry to look at safety for women on highways?
Many things, many initiatives already we have taken for the buses and the road safety also. We are very serious about it, and particularly with some incidents, we have taken a decision about the safety for the women, and we will take all preventive measures for that. After passing this new Motor Vehicle Act, we will be strengthened to take the decision, and we will take it.
The new act also moves a lot of the RTO work onto e-governance, and RTOs have been known for corruption in the past. How are you weeding out corruption from
I
the
am
system?
only give you one assurance that after passing this act, no one need to go to RTO office. By using his computer, he can get all the permissions.
Then the RTO employees will be a little upset with you?
Probably they are upset with me, but I don't have any solution for that. But I will suggest them that they can go for electric taxi. There are a lot of, because employment is also very important. In my own ministry, when I will complete the 5 years, my target is to adding up 3% of GDP for the nation and creating 5 crore jobs directly and indirectly. So
you're also facing a challenge with the cement industry. You made a comment not long ago about
the prices. They are making the cartel. Right. I am now, crores of ton is cement is spending on my roads now. I have taken a decision. But because of my decision, this industry has had a bad habit to making cartel. And it is very important for the government to think on it, to add cement in an essential commodity. And unless they are increasing 100 rupees rate, neither there is no rise in petrol, diesel, coal is available now, no power cost is increased. The lime is the same royalties there. How they increase the 100 rupees? They are exploiting the people, and because of their cartel, it is one type of anti-national activity of the cement industry and manufacturers. I will going to recommend it. I will also going to complain to Competitive Commissioner, and I will also talk with the Ministry of Food and Civil Supply to make it as essential commodities, and we will take stern action against all these black marketers and cartellers.
What kind of stern action are you talking about?
Now I am just, after going to Delhi, will decide. It's not good. It's not good for the country. Because of my ministry's decision, they are in a good position. They are now making 110% production. They are getting good business. I don't have any objection on the profit. They can take 10-20% reasonable profit.
The other essential commodity we must talk about is petrol. It was another promise of your government in 2014 that all essential commodities would be made affordable. Petrol in Mumbai is 77 rupees, it's 68 rupees in Delhi. Crude prices have come down. There is a very thick margin of state and central taxes on petrol, which are used by
after
urban
GST, after yes. GST, I feel that still the petroleum
is not in GST.
Liquor and tobacco is not in GST. But when I received the presentation from the Finance Secretary, it is not in the interest of the state government, because out of GST the 3 products are there. It will going to reduce the revenue of the state government. But now it is up to the state government to decide.
But won't the state governments then use petrol to make up for any sort of losses that they are getting from GST? Fundamentally, it's the urban middle class who's using petrol.
No. Actually,
they are paying a very heavy tax on it.
Because of GST, somewhere the rates will be reduced. And because of GST, even I feel that the petrol, tobacco and liquor, the revenue will be increased in the state government. That is the fact. But because of misconception and misunderstanding, the state government feels that this is our solid income, we will not compromise. But after 1 year, they can understand.
Even the Maharashtra state government has increased again petrol surcharge by 3 rupees per litre. Will there be or shouldn't there be a need in the central government to keep an eye on state taxes on petrol?
In federal government, this will never happen. It is the right of the state government to increase the revenue.
Where will the people go then if this is the kind of taxes?
As far as the constitution is concerned, there are 3 lists: state, central and concurrent. This subject in a state subject where they are authorized to charge taxes. So no one can stop them.
The solution really should be to provide good public transport so people don't have to use petrol. But that still hasn't happened.
Yes, I am working on it. I am working on mass rapid transport on electricity.
Okay.
We are in the next, up to end of December, in maximum city you will get electric car, electric buses and electric auto rickshaw.
I know you're already working on a plan in Nagpur of electric auto rickshaws.
Yes.
When will the rest of the
26th May, with the cooperation of Mahindra, we are starting 200 electric taxis in Nagpur.
This question is not directly related to your ministry, but since you're so close to Nagpur, the farmer suicides in Vidarbha is turning into a bigger problem this year than it was last year. It's getting worse. Is there a need perhaps to look at specific solutions for the farmers in the Vidarbha region?
I never understand the people in the media talking in 2 ways. One of your English channel, when I was pursuing that Gosikhud project, irrigation project, I talked with Uma Bhartiji as a president at that time. And the first time in the history of the country that central government is making the provision of 75,000 crores for the state irrigation project. and money was given, some people was writing that Gadkari want to support the contractor to getting money. That's why he is raising that this project should complete it. Now we have 18% of irrigation. If we will go for 50%, there will be no farmer suicides. And I am particularly working from last many days in that area. We have 3 sugar factories. We are working on all the different type of agro processing industries. We have a big agro vision. 3 lakh farmer visited there, and we have a 40 workshop on it. It's a very crucial issue. It's very touching to my heart. We are trying our level best, and our government under the leadership of Devendra Fadnavis and Power Minister Chandrasekhar has taken a decision by giving electric connection to the water pumps. First time 5 lakhs pumps connection given to the farmers. The first time in the history of Maharashtra. Now because of this Jal Shivar program, lot of work is going on. Now the problem is that whatever the rains we receive, out of which 15 to 20% in dam and lake, 15 to 20% conservation, and 70% water going to sea. At least we have to save this 10% of the water, we can save the life of the farmers. We have to create more drip irrigation, water management. Already in Maharashtra, because of previous government, there are dead assets which cost more than 1 lakh crores. It is a loss of public money.
But even the choice of a crop of sugarcane, which tends to use up a lot of water, should the farmers also, be encouraged to use other crops that don't need that much water?
No, that is in the drip irrigation now. By using drip irrigation to sugarcane, now the farmer getting money from it. As far as rice and wheat, no profitability is there.
So you believe irrigation and not the minimum price guarantee would be the solution? Price guarantee is not the solution. Irrigation is the solution for these farmers.
Irrigation is the solution. We can develop different type of fruits, vegetables. We can make flowers. We can export flowers. We can make ethanol. We can make bio-CNG. Now the second generation ethanol is started. We can make second generation ethanol from cotton straw, wheat straw, rice straw, bagasse and bamboo. So we can develop this industry into tribal area to create agriculture by irrigation, increase the production. Creating more agro-processing industries and diversification of agriculture towards energy and power sector to give them water, facility, loan with a low interest and a power connection and the market for the agriculture produce. These are the things. We have to work hard on it. It's a very difficult task. But Madhya Pradesh agriculture growth rate is coming to end of this March at 25%. And the Maharashtra, when there was the ministry of the NCP and Congress, it was minus. Under the leadership of our government, now it comes to 12%. First time achievement is there. We should not politicalize the agriculture issues. It is the time for the state to find out exactly what are the problems, and we have to find out the solutions for that, to create more irrigation, giving power 24 hours to the farmers for agriculture, agro-processing industries, pre-cooling plant, cold storage, exports, markets. This is the important thing. How we can, now I just taken a decision, discussing with the aviation ministry, that grapes from Nashik, oranges from Nagpur and Alfonso from Ratnagiri, we can take it to international airport, that people will purchase with a good packaging all these fruits and going to abroad.
My next question to you is, there is a lot of food still getting wasted in India because we don't have cold chaining. Wheat, potatoes, onions, eggs.
Already this year 17 cold storage projects are sanctioned by the central government to Maharashtra. We are trying, but the problem is a very big problem. I don't want to claim that only we can solve this problem. The government is also responsible, the society is also responsible. We need appropriate policies. We need to understand what is exactly the grassroots problem, what is the problem, and we have to find out the solution. I am, though I am a minister, but as in Nagpur, in Vidarbha, I am working for this farmers issue, because farmer suicide is a black spot on the head of everybody.
My last question to you, you're in Mumbai today. You have to navigate the traffic. How are you doing without your Lal Batti, now that the Lal Battis are gone?
It's good that Lal Batti is not there. When all people are facing the problem for the traffic jam, then minister also you should face the problem.
Have you faced problems since the Lal Batti? What has been your experience?
That is why now I am just telling you, it's not an appropriate example. Every day when Nagpur I go to airport, Delhi. From Nagpur to Delhi it takes 1 hour 20 minutes, and from going Delhi airport to Maharashtra 1.5 hours. Every day I was facing problem. That is the reason I take all the decision to change that law. And I am now taking with defense land and everything, because I am facing the problem. I understand the gravity of the problem. So somewhere when the people, the minister, they understand the gravity of the problem, let us think that they will change that something in the infrastructure.
All right, sir. I wish you very good luck with all of your targets and I hope you achieve them all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.